Coming up next.
The cheerleading team is going to Disney. Learn about the journey they traveled to get their national bid.
The leaves are gone and the snow is on their way, which means winter sports are starting soon. We will dive into one of those sports on today's show.
All this and more in today's episode of Wake Up Warriors.
Live from Penn Trafford High School. This is Wake Up Warriors. Wake Up Warriors starts now.
Good morning to you, Penn Trafford, and welcome back to Wake Up Warriors. Today is Monday, November 14th. I'm Brielle.
And I'm Lily.
The cheer team has performed in 2 recent competitions. We sent out reporter Don Morelli to see how they did.
The cheer team has had 2 recent competitions. I caught up with senior Carly Henderson on how they went.
Okay, so our first competition was at Henfield. There weren't that many teams there, but there were some teams that we'll definitely see later on in the season. We actually did so good. Like half our team's freshmen, and they're all new to the whole competing with a cheer in the middle of the routine. And honestly, we brought so much energy, and it was so exciting. It was insane. Unfortunately, something that we did bad about, like in that competition, was we were too bouncy and we weren't clean enough. And a lot of the little stuff that the judges are looking for really brought our score down. And then the week later, when we competed at Slippery Rock, it was so much better, and we scored so much better on the cheer. And our stunts did well too. And honestly, we cleaned up the routine so much that in a few months when we compete again, it'll be so good. Our next big competition will be Whippeals, and that'll decide if we go to states, but that's through PIAA, so it's not connected to any of the competitions we've already been in. But from these competitions, we got bids to Disney for both teams, and that means that we're going to be facing everybody in our division throughout the nation. And it's kind of crazy because in Pennsylvania, there's not many teams in our division, so once we go to nationals, we'll actually see people like our size and just like what they can do, and that's really amazing. The competitions there, they start really early, so we have no idea when we're going to compete throughout the day until a few weeks before. But they have huge arenas and just like giant stages that are like above the crowd, and it's so cool. And they have like a castle and fields with like grass and everything to compete on, and it's really different than anything we've ever done, so it's awesome.
This has been Don Morelli reporting for PTTV.
The swim team is kicking off its season, so we caught up with some of last year's captains and see what they have in store for this year.
The swim season is kicking off this season. Penn Trafford TV went out to catch up with some of last year's captains for their insights into this year.
Expectations for the season, I think we have lots of great potential this year. We have lots of talented swimmers and people who've been working hard for multiple years. Last year we didn't have any seniors, and this year we have a huge freshman class. So we definitely have the numbers this year. Relays are going to be a lot easier competing in that sense. Last year we could only field 1 or 2 relays for each of the relay events. This year we're going to easily be able to have all 3 relays filled for all 3 relay events.
Expectations are definitely just to have a good season, winning season. I want everyone to get their best times, maybe a whip cut for some people. Overall, just a good experience, positive attitude throughout the whole season.
As every athlete has, here are their personal goals for the season.
Last year I went to states for my first time in an individual, and I was able to compete alongside Patton Graziano, who did 2 individuals at states. This year I'm hoping I can get my 7 individuals again for all the events in Whippeals except breaststroke. And I hope this upcoming March that I swim well at Pitt's Trees Hall Pool. That will qualify me for states again. And hopefully this year, if I do well, I can do 2 individuals at states this year. Maybe we can even get a relay up there for the team.
I'm a couple seconds off, but I think if I really push myself this season, I can make it. And overall, just have some really good practices and some really good meets and get some best times this year and kind of wrap up my senior season. There is a setback. I don't have kind of other seniors to kind of lay back on, so I am doing most of the leading, but I think some of the junior girls are going to have the ability to step up this season and kind of take initiative and, you know.
The boys team has a ton of new talent this year. Connor gave us some insight into the team.
Not only do we have new freshmen this year, but we also have lots of swimmers who are upperclassmen that haven't swum in previous years, and although it's a struggle at first, they're definitely learning the sport and getting better.
We will catch up with them after the season to see if they achieve their goals, and for now, it has been Aiden Kelly reporting for PT TV.
The Nutcracker casting crew is having a party for elementary schoolers to get them excited for the show. Reporter Morgan Arlia spoke with Mrs. Haberberger for more details.
The Nutcracker Party is on Saturday, November 19th from 10 to 11:30 for elementary school age kids to come and hang out with the cast and just have a great morning. Santa's coming. It's an opportunity for the cast and the crew of the Nutcracker, the fall play that Penn Trafford's doing, to connect with the community and get them excited about coming to see our show. In 2020, the day before we closed down, we were supposed to have a royal sing-along with all the princes and princesses, and that got canceled. So we've never really had an opportunity to do something like this since before COVID, so we're really excited about it. There is a registration for any of your little kids, little toy soldiers and sugar plum fairies that want to register. You can find it on Facebook. You can find it on our website at pthsdramaguild.com.
On Friday, we honored all veterans, and the PT band and a few others helped to make this day special for those who served.
On November 11th of every year, we celebrate all those who have served for our country. The American Legion of Trafford held their service and invited the Penn Trafford Marching Band, Anselina D'Amico, and the Trafford Middle School Chorus to perform. Not only were there services, there are many memorials that you can visit year-round to learn all who have served, including one right here in the high school. At the service, several songs such as Let There Be Peace on Earth, America the Beautiful, The Homefront, and many other patriotic songs were performed to commemorate all those who have served.
Last Thursday, Miss King's German and Russian classes, along with Mr. Fox's drama class, enjoyed the classical Mozart opera, The Marriage of Figaro, composed in 1786 and sung in Italian. The opera follows the antics of Count Almaviva's servants as they attempt to thwart his scandal. The classes were enthralled by the enchanting diction of the vocalists and the production quality of the Benedum.
The Penn Trafford Fashion Club met together in room 104 this past Thursday to discuss upcoming club activities, including a fundraiser. I was sent out to find out more.
The Penn Trafford Fashion Club needs your help with an upcoming Make-A-Wish fundraiser. If you are interested or want to attend Fashion Club and help with the fundraiser, please contact one of the club leaders at 23 Angelina Di Matteo or 23 Madeline Fruit Toast at penntrafford.org and ask for more information on the next club meet that will occur in room 104. The Penn Trafford Fashion Club can't wait to see you there.
The ASVAB, also known as the Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery, will be offered to 10th, 11th, and 12th grade students. For more information,
So
here's Mr. O.
the ASVAB, or the Armed Service Vocational Aptitude Battery, is a test that students can take if they're interested in the military. Penn Trafford is going to offer the ASVAB coming up on Friday, November the 18th. At 7:30 right in the LLA. Students are able to check in with their teacher and then come straight to the LLA before the first bell. If the students will have an opportunity to take the test during that time, so 7:30 till about 10:30.
That's all for today's show. Thank you for watching Wake Up Warriors. Please stand for the Pledge of the Flag. I'm Brielle.
And I'm Lily.
Have a great day, PT.